Alright guys, so AMD has released a new AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution Demo. I just downloaded it and have been playing around with it, and I thought I'd share my thoughts with you guys. I will leave a link down below on from where to download it from, and you guys can play with it yourself too. So it's rendering this whole scene in real time. You can pan in and out, zoom in and out. So in case you guys want to see, this is 6800 XT, so you can see it's working pretty hard to live render the scene. So let's take a look at how this works. Let's come here. I think this would be a good place to compare different settings from. So we have the details in the shopping trolley, we have the details on the floor, and then we have this vegetation right here and the textures. So let's see what happens. So right now we are at native resolution 1440p, and we are sitting at around 661 frames per second. So the first setting there is bilinear upscaling, which is what was traditionally used before FSR Fidelity FX Super Resolution came around. So if we go from native to bilinear, and there's a very visible loss of quality and softening right away. So here is, let's take a look here at the shopping cart, and the moment we turn around, half of the bars, the vertical bars, just disappear. Same thing with these textures on the floor, this little vegetation right there. You see most of it just simply disappears. There's a very visible softening right here in the leaves, in the textures elsewhere as well. So this is the traditional bilinear upscaling. So now from the same place, let's try and go from bilinear to the performance mode of FSR. And voila. Okay, so here. So we are at bilinear and FSR. So right away, that's a huge improvement. Let's take a look again. Here's the bilinear, and here's FSR. You see there's an immediate increase in quality. So bilinear, FSR. So with bilinear, nothing is really clear. Even the writing here, you can't really read it. Half of this trolley is gone. And with FSR performance mode, our FPS jumped to around 1273, so it just pretty much double of the native resolution. So let's take a look. Now let's compare that to native. Here is the native, and here is the performance mode. Okay, there's a definite loss of quality, but if I was playing a fast-paced first-person shooter, I wouldn't really care. Look, native and performance mode. So right here is where it's the most obvious. You know, like in native, and then in performance mode, this just gets softened out. Okay, so from performance, we can jump up to balanced. Here's performance, here's bilinear, performance, and balanced. So this is balanced. Okay, looks decent. You can read what's written right there. There is the native and balanced. So this seems to be the most reliable indicator right here, because some of these bars will just disappear. So native and balanced. Okay, and the FPS wise, we're sitting at 1127 FPS, 88%, 90%. It's drawing 253 watts. So here it's balanced. Okay, let's take a look from balanced to quality. So this is balanced and quality. So yeah, some of the visual fidelity comes running back. At quality, I would say it's eminently playable. Like, you know, let's compare it to native. Here is native, and here is quality mode. So native, 660 or so FPS. Everything is sharp, crystal clear, and here's the quality mode. Looks pretty good. Where are we at performance? Yep, performance, and here's the quality mode. Okay, and let's take a look at ultra quality. Here's the ultra quality. So our FPS boost is only from, here's the native, 654 to 855. But there's not really much loss of visual quality. You see here, native and ultra quality. Look at the shopping trolley, native, ultra quality. Let's look at the floor, the textures on the floor, native. Yeah, if anything, see here, once I turn, this is the native, and once I turn on ultra quality, if anything, there's a slight sharpening right here, so it looks better to my eye. Same thing, let's take a look here. The vegetation, we zoom in, this is native, the best plane you'll never land in, and here. So I think because it includes a sharpening pass, I think the vegetation, the leaves right here, actually are looking a little bit better with ultra quality. Right there, you see? The details, the small mid-tone details are really popping out here. So let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take a look here. I think this is a good vantage point, and we'll go from native to bilinear and all the way up to ultra quality. So this is native right here. Let's move around a little bit. This is native. Let's jump to bilinear. So you see, native to bilinear is a huge drop. Then from bilinear to performance, you see, see the softening right here to performance, everything is sharp all of a sudden. So I don't know. I mean, some people are really picky, but for me, if I had like an old RX 5470 or something, I'd be happy. I'd be happy if it's doubled my FPS from 30 to 60 FPS. This looks pretty good to me. So again, native, bilinear, performance. That to me is the most obvious jump in performance. From performance, we can go to balanced. You see here, you can tell the difference between performance and balanced. A little bit more detailed, and I think it goes from performance is 2x to 1.7x at balanced. Then from balanced is 1.7x, 1120 FPS. Let's jump to quality, right, which is 1.5x. Scale is, and it's about 1000 FPS. So let's quality, and then from quality let's jump to ultra quality, where everything is just really crystal clear, sharp. I'm loving this image. This is amazing, and I'm still getting a good 30% FPS boost, so around 850 FPS. Anyway, this is the first impression. Let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below, and let me know. Do download the demo utility yourself from the link I've put down there, and test it out for yourself.